Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Young at Heart session number 17. I'm Father James DeLuzio with the Paulist Fathers, here once again in the basement of the Paulist Fathers Rectory. I have 4 short nursery rhymes to share with you today, so let's get started to keep us young at heart. Handy Pandy. Do you recall this one? Well, let's see. Handy Pandy, Jack-a-dandy, loved plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at a grocer's shop, and out he came. Hop, hop, hop. And if you've been sitting too long today in your chair, let's everybody hop, hop, hop. And take the stairs if you happen to have a split level in your home or apartment today. The next is a moral story. It's really a story. It's really about the futility of fighting, which really, it's not necessary anymore. We're learning that we can just tell people calmly when we're upset. We don't have to act it out. We can say, I'm feeling angry. Simple statement. Or I'm feeling left out. Or I'm feeling sad. We don't have to fight about it, and we certainly don't have to get physical. This little rhyme can also remind us how unnecessary wars are. It's time we put a lot more effort into diplomacy, don't you think? And maybe, of course, a little clandestine investigations like the CIA, but sending out all our young people to be in harm's way, I don't know if it's necessary anymore. We could be much cleverer. But all that from a little nursery rhyme called the Kilkenny Cats, because you'll see in this description by an observer, the cats themselves aren't going to be able to share their story with us anymore. The Kilkenny Cats. There were once 2 cats of Kilkenny who thought there was 1 cat too many. So they fought and they fit and they scratched and they bit, till excepting for their nails and the tips of their tails, instead of 2 cats, there weren't any. In other words, they're toast. A good example of the futility of war, don't you think? The next is called Blow, Wind, Blow. Here, we recognize our dependence on nature. We are thankful for human invention. We are thankful for people in all kinds of jobs because we interconnect. We're dependent upon one another. This time of the coronavirus is really a great time to reflect on how much we need one another and need to support one another. It's how God made us. He made us to be a big, big family. And the more we realize that, the more everyone realizes that, the better off humanity and our world will be. Blow, wind, blow. Blow, wind, blow, and go, mill, go, that the miller may grind his corn, that the baker may take it and into rolls make it, and send us some hot in the morn. A little note about this, all the Mother Goose rhymes were recorded and written down, well, not recorded like this, written down in the 17th century and in Europe. So when they refer to corn in anything written at this time, they don't mean the corn that we use, like sweet corn that we have in the summertime, or the corn meal that makes wonderful tacos and Fritos and tasty corn things like corn muffins, because that wasn't a plant that grew in Europe. That came from the Americas. So when they use the word corn, they really mean the grains that were popular. The most popular grains, of course, were wheat and barley. But corn and morn, they really rhyme nicely. Can you think of something that would rhyme with barley? Although, I'll tell you, it's a pretty tasty grain. Our last poem today is a riddle. So maybe you can figure it out. Let's put our thinking caps on. The title is 1, 2, 3, and 4 legs. Can you tell which is which? 2 legs sat upon 3 legs, with 1 leg in his lap. In comes 4 legs and runs away with 1 leg. Up jumps 2 legs, catches up 3 legs, throws it at 4 legs, and makes him bring 1 leg back. I'll tell it to you one more time. 2 legs sat upon 3 legs, with 1 leg in his lap. In comes 4 legs and runs away with 1 leg. Up jumps 2 legs, catches up 3 legs, throws it at 4 legs, and makes 4 legs bring 1 leg back. Well, it's telling us a little story in riddle fashion. Here's a few clues. 2 legs is a mammal. 3 legs is an object, a non-living item that we would find in our house, perhaps. 1 leg is something that's not alive. 4 legs is another mammal. And I think we have covered all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might want to put this video on pause, try to figure it out, and I'll give you the answer in just a few moments. Press that pause button. Welcome back. 1, 2, 3, and 4 legs. 2 legs is a human being. 3 legs is a 3-legged chair. 4 legs is a dog. And the 1 leg is a piece of meat, like a leg of lamb or a leg of mutton or any kind of meat that you'd have on a bone. So it's a story of a man sitting on a 3-legged stool with a leg of mutton in his lap, and in comes a dog and takes it away. The man jumps up, picks up the little stool, throws it at the poor dog. Don't do it. And the poor dog humbly, of course, brings back the leg of mutton, or whatever your preference of meat might be. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's keep us hopeful, happy, young at heart, sharing as much as we can. And don't forget to do some reading. Take out some nursery rhymes. As I mentioned, try some charades. It's a fun way to spend an evening. God bless you. Keep safe. Stay healthy. And may God hold you all in the palm of his hand. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for joining me.